आप सभी गुणीजनों को प्रणाम करता हूँ। होम्योपैथी के जनक डॉक्टर हैनीमन एवं माइंड टेक्निक के मार्गदर्शक डॉक्टर एमएल सहगल जी को शत शत नमन करता हूँ, जिन्होंने पीड़ित मानवता की सेवा हेतु दुनिया के सामने इस पद्धति को रखा जो सदैव वंदनीय है। इन महापुरुषों ने अपने जीवन काल में कैसे कैसे शोध कर इस चिकित्सा पद्धति को देकर जो हम लोगों पर उपकार किया है, इसके लिए हम लोग सदैव आपके ऋणी रहेंगे। जिस तरह डॉक्टर हैनीमन ने अपने जीवन काल में 20 वर्षों के दौरान ऑर्गेनन के 6 संस्करण निकाले, अगर उनका जीवन काल और भी रहता तो निश्चित रूप से इसके और भी संस्करण निकलते। उसी तरह इसमें और भी शोध कार्यों की आवश्यकता है, आपसी विचार विमर्श की आवश्यकता है। और इस कार्य में अपने अपने स्तर से काफी चिकित्सक गण लगे हुए हैं। यह एएमटी का मंच भी हम चिकित्सकों को अपने अनुभवों से काफी प्रेरणा प्रदान कर रहा है, जिसके लिए डॉक्टर राशि अग्रवाल जी की भूमिका सराहनीय है। इस मंच के मुख्य वक्ता डॉक्टर हरि सिंह मथारू, जो माइंड टेक्निक के एक सुप्रसिद्ध चिकित्सक हैं, जो धूरी पंजाब से हैं। ये डॉक्टर एमएल सहगल एवं डॉक्टर जेबीडी कैस्ट्रो के सानिध्य में रहे हुए हैं। इन्हें इस चिकित्सा कार्य में पिछले 42 वर्षों का अनुभव रहा है। इन्होंने ऐसे कई जटिल रोगियों को स्वस्थ किया है और साथ ही इमरजेंसी केसेस को भी ठीक कर रहे हैं, जो अपने आप में बेमिसाल है। इन्हें बैच फ्लावर रेमेडीज में भी महारत हासिल है। इसके अलावा ये एक बहुत ही नेक दिल इंसान है, जो कि मुझको भी इनके साथ 2 दिन रहने का मौका मिला है दिल्ली के सेमिनार में, इसलिए मैं व्यक्तिगत रूप से भी इन्हें अच्छी तरह जानता हूं। इस समय ऐसे ही इमरजेंसी केसेस को स्वस्थ करने हेतु कनाडा के प्रवास पर वहां के रोगियों द्वारा बुलाए गए हैं। कनाडा में वहां के न्यूज चैनल्स को भी इन्होंने इंटरव्यू दिया है और आगामी 28 जुलाई को कनाडा के कुछ होम्योपैथिक चिकित्सकों के आग्रह पर एक सेमिनार का भी आयोजन किया जाना है। आयोजकों की कोशिश रहेगी कि उसका भी लिंक भेजकर हम लोगों को भी उससे जुड़ने का अवसर प्रदान करेंगे। डॉक्टर मथारू का होम्योपैथी के प्रचार प्रसार में अभूतपूर्व योगदान देखने को मिल रहा है। डॉक्टर मथारू हमेशा अपने छोटे छोटे केसेस से हम लोगों का ज्ञान वर्धन करते रहे हैं, जो थोड़े में काफी कुछ सिखा जाता है। हम लोग डॉक्टर मथारू के अनुभवों को सुनने को हर समय ललायित रहते हैं। आज इस मंच पर हम लोग कनाडा के चिकित्सकों सहित इनके अनुभवों का लाभ उठाएंगे। लेकिन एक सूचना मैं देना चाहूंगा कि ये लिंक केवल 40 मिनट का है। अगर ये वार्तालाप होते होते 40 मिनट बीत जाते हैं, तो आप लोग पुनः इसी लिंक पर फिर से ज्वाइन कर लेना है। और एक विशेष आग्रह आप सबों से है कि सारे लोग अपनी माइक को म्यूट रखेंगे, ताकि बीच में कोई डिस्टरबेंस ना हो। और अब मैं दरख्वास्त करता हूं कनाडा से डॉक्टर रेणुका जी कि वे डॉक्टर मथारू जी का स्वागत करें। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much, sir. Dear friends, welcome to this webinar. On behalf of my fellow homeopaths, I would like to extend our warm welcome to Dr. H.S. Matharu on his Canada visit. And Dr. Matharu is a well-known practitioner of mind technique from Dhuri, Punjab. He is a direct disciple of Dr. Castro and Dr. M.L. Sehgal, and having mastered the art of prescribing based on mind technique through close association with Dr. Sehgal. With 42 years of his clinical experience, Dr. Matharu has successfully cured many difficult cases and efficiently handles acute emergency situations with remarkable results. In addition to his expertise in mind technique, he is also proficient in back flower remedies. And beyond his professional skills, Dr. Matharu is known for being a humble and gentle human being. Thank you again, sir, and very warm welcome.
Thanks everybody. Be with me. वीडियो को दिखा दी, मेरी वीडियो को दिखा दी। This is a great pleasure for us, all of us. We are together for a good purpose to share our thoughts and learn from each other in this platform. I will not forget to recognize and say something about the actual originator of the program, Dr. Rashi ji. Because of her very high efforts, we are together here, and she is arranging programs, study programs for all of us. You can say thankful to her and pray God to give him strength, to give her strength to she should continue to organize such programs. And special thanks to our Canadian doctors, Dr. Renuka ji, and many other doctors. I forgot to name each everybody, but I thankful to all of my associate doctors, those who are with me on this platform. And one thing special I would like to tell you, I am here with you in this home. Sant Gurcharan Singh ji and Sant Harpal Singh ji, they are cooperating me very well, and they are arranging everything for me so that it's possible for me to be with you. And today is my personal technical assistant, Sant Harpal Singh ji, is with me. He is assisting me in the technical, you can say, assistancy very well. I am thankful to him also. Then we will start sharing something which I am doing in my practice. It's not
मोहम्मद अमजद जी, आपका वीडियो ऑन है, कृपया आप मुझको ऑफ कर लीजिए।
it's not new what I am about to tell you, but it's my own experience. All of us, each and every doctor knows everything about the rubrics, application of the rubrics, understanding of the rubrics. Nothing new to tell you, but about me, my experience, about the teachings of my Guru, Dr. M.L. Sehgal Sahab. I salute him because he has given a very good path, very good method to practice homeopathy with this method, we can do very, very miracles in chronic diseases and in acute diseases also. So about my experience with some of the cases, I will share with you how I do in my practice and how I use the teachings of my Param respected Guru, Dr. M.L. Sehgal Sahab Ji, his teachings in my practice. Let us start with some few cases which I could relieve those cases with his teachings, and I will also like to all of you should also apply these things in your practice. It is not the case that I have cured the cases. It's not the thing that, but I want to tell you that homeopathy has this much potential to treat these type of cases. We can do what we can do about this. I will try to talk with you and I will share with my experience. One of, you can say, I will start from a case, a emergency case, a child of about 10 years old, female girl. She's a daughter of a very good, renowned homeopath, and her mother shared the condition of her daughter with me. So this is the problem with her. The patient was lying on the bed, just like dead body. No movement, no action, no speech, nothing was there. Or she was having diarrhea, frequent diarrhea, say after 10 minutes. Eating something aggravates that condition. Patient was so much exhausted that she couldn't help herself to lift her hand, to open her mouth, to say something. The very grave condition. And other doctors, allopaths, has told her to admit in a allopathic hospital. This is the very grave condition for all of us. And I suggest medicine to our fellow doctor. She gave the medicine to her. After 1 hour, after 30 minutes, she reported me, sir, our patient is better. So much grave condition of the patient. She didn't eat something. She didn't drink something. Totally thirstless, totally dehydrated condition. Only depending upon the expressions of the patient. Expressions are not only being expressed by language only, but body language also suggests us many of the things about the patient. We have to keep our eyes and ears open to witness the case, how he behaves, how he speaks, how he lies in the bed. All these things are indicative for a remedy for us. These things will lead us to treat the patient and to make the rubrics, and after that analyzing the case and selecting the remedy. After 30 minutes, she reported patient took few cups of water and the outlook of the patient changed. She told me in that way that I would like to say that I'm seeing the patient, her look is changed. About this thing, I would like to say you in each and every case, after prescribing a dose to the patient, it is required that your dose, your medicine is accurate, is minimum to the patient, then you will see the result within 2 minutes only. Within 1 to 2 minutes, you will able to realize, you will able to confirm from the face of the patient, the look will change definitely. And she reported me this, her look is changed. So after 1 hour, she again called me, sir, our patient is much better, much better. She ate something good. She ate something and she's sitting now and behaving in a healthy way. So, and she had already great cramps. Frequency of the cramps was very, very, very severe. She having cramps in her all of the body frequently. After 5 to 10 minutes, even after 2 minutes, she was having cramps. The cramps were reduced to 70% after the dose. Again, after third day, she reported me, Doctor, patient is having cramps again. And she's feeling some drowsiness again. Or I am seeing that she's lacking some sort of energy also. Then I recommend her, doctor, our fellow doctor, to raise the potency to 30th potency because the medicine was given earlier in 6th potency. After giving 30th potency, after 1 hour, she reported me our patient is again better. She's feeling again better and feeling good. So after another 3 days, she felt again cramps in her abdomen and again lack of energy and reduction in eatables and drinkings also. So then I recommend her to give her medicine in 200 potency. Now our patient is very well, eating well, drinking well, and playing well, studying well. This is the result of our homeopathy. Prescribing on mind technique originated by our respected Dr. M.L. Sehgal Sahab. I salute him for his work for the homeopathy. He saved the homeopathy, saved the life of many, many people in the world, and saved the career of the homeopaths also. It's my gratitude for him. And I promised in his feet during when he was living and sitting in his feet, I will serve homeopathy as far as I can. As far as my energy will allow me to do each and everything for homeopathy, I will be ready for this good job. At any time, it's required to share something with all of my fellow doctors. I will be ever ready for this purpose. So this is the case, and stramonium 6 was given to her. This is our patient, child. After giving stramonium 6, after few days, we give her 30 potency. After 3rd to 4th days, we give her 200 potency. So it's a very good case. We saved the patient when allopaths were saying that she should be admitted in the hospital frequently in emergency. So homeopathy could save the child with stramonium only. Actually, how I give stramonium 30, this is the main reason. And this is the main thing to discuss. Stramonium, when it will indicate it, will cure the case. It is the work of the stramonium, not my work to select the stramonium, how it's indicated in a present case. The patient was saying to her mother and sitting with her and saying, "Don't go away, don't go away, don't go away. I will be alone. Please don't go away, don't go anywhere. Sit with me. Give something to me." I could feel relief in my agony. These were the expressions of the patient. The patient was like this. She was not able to sit up, not able to put her hand up and down, not able to do movements of the body. So what rubrics I made? Very simple. I don't ask any question to the patient. And it is my opinion that while case taking, if your brain with you, if you are physically and mentally with the patient, little need to ask any question. Just observe the patient. Patient is telling you each and everything about him or her with body language. It is much more important. And what is happening now? Our respected Dr. M.L. Sehgal given us a tool how to reach the simillimum. Present, persistent, and predominant symptoms. During presentation, when patient is with you, at that time, how she behaves, how she talks, why she says, how she says, when she says. All these things we have to take into consideration while prescribing according to our Guru, Dr. M.L. Sehgal. It is not all these things which our Guru has said, but it is all these things which my little knowledge I could learn few points from him and could apply in my practical life, in my practical clinical experience. So, present, what is happening now, just now? This is the way how to enter the case. And persist, what is persisting continuously? Most important for all these things, what is predominating at that time? In this case of the child, what was the predominancy? Predominancy was patient fear. My mother should not go anywhere. Please don't go anywhere. Don't let me alone. I will not be alone. I will not live. Give something to me, so leave my. I want to be free of this problem. This was the presentation. And this was the predominancy in the case and persistent state in the case. In all these things are in present situation. So what I took and make the rubric just torpor. I see patient was taken like this with no movement of the body, lack of total energy, not able to do each and everything, nothing she could do. Total torpor, light reservoir. Patient was saying, do something for me so that I could feel light. Fear alone of being. We were discussing, both of her mother and me. It is not the better desire to remain it. I was thinking that it may be, but it was the poor condition of the patient. She was not able to do anything. And we can see her helpless also. But I see she was poor in performing any activity. I took this symptom, not better desire to remain in, but delusion poor she is. These are the 4 rubrics I collected from the conversation of the patient and from the presentation, which I could see. Light desire for torpor, fear alone of being, delusion poor. Stramonium was the medicine for this patient. And stramonium saved the patient and reduced the agony of the patient and give us confidence how to treat the patient in emergency cases. One request I would like to do. This language is good, or should I speak in Hindi? I want your suggestions.
Sir, meeting is going to over.
Okay. We will join after some time. Next case we will start after that.